Today we're flying with British Airways in the Club Europe product, and we'll be seeing what it's like travelling after COVID and what experience we can expect from the airline. We've already checked in, there was no queue, and there is no lounge to try here in Brindisi, so we'll be going straight on board and seeing what we experience on our way back to London Heathrow today. Thanks for joining us.
Today's flight by seeing the wrong number from the rear to the front of the aircraft. This means that there will be no boarding and today's flight will be used for your understanding.
Bye. Okay, sir, you can put here. Thank you, from the good day.
So finally we're boarding the aircraft, and it's a walk-on, there's no bus or anything like that, but it's been a bit of a process because they've been boarding from the back to the front of the aircraft. But here we go. This aircraft had 12 rows of business class seats, with the middle seat being left empty and being replaced with a tray to be used for drinks or other items. On boarding the aircraft, we were provided with a personal protection pack. This consisted of antibacterial towel and hand sanitizer. This was to be used to clean down your chair arms, your seatbelt, basically anything that you might touch on the plane. This is in addition to any cleaning they might do in between flights.
From the flight deck, very good afternoon to you all. It's the captain here on behalf of British Airways and our codeshare partners. Welcome all to British Airways operated A320 aircraft for our flight to London Heathrow Terminal 5. Fairly short taxi out here at Brindisi. The departure runway is just over on our right hand side. Once airborne, the flight time is a fairly long one today. We're fighting some fairly strong headwinds all the way across Europe. So flight time today of 2 hours and 55 minutes. In the meantime, I wish you all a very pleasant flight.
Due to pandemic, we have a selection of lunch box for our Club Europe customers with the service of a bar and hot beverages. A light snack will be provided for our Euro traveler customers. We would like once again to take this opportunity to share with you some information regarding the new hygiene and safe distancing measures in flight. We ask that you stay in your seats as much as possible and avoid walking around the cabin or queuing in the galley areas. Before using the toilets, we ask that you ensure and check the green vacant sign are lit to avoid waiting in line from your seat area. We require all customers to wear a face mask at all times during the flight. We recommend that you wear it covering mouth and nose at the same time.
Each seat has overhead lights and air vents, the centre tray as mentioned before for food and drink, a power outlet in each footwell of the seats, an adjustable headrest for additional comfort, and of course another tray table in the back of the forward seat. Wi-Fi was available on the flight. You could take a message package for £2.99, 1 hour web browsing and video streaming for £4.99, or a shocking £9.99 for the full flight. So the flight's well underway now, and we've just been served our lunch, which is a lunch box with a sandwich, a small salad, a dessert and some still water. Obviously this is a distant cry from what you'd normally receive in Club Europe, where you can get a hot meal or a decent cold salad on your way back to London, whichever destination you're going to.
So here's like a little starter. It's a little pot of hummus with some kidney beans, coriander, sweet corn, tomatoes. Really good actually. Very curry-ish coronation chicken.
I do find it a bit strange that British Airways are not able to provide a hot meal because you still have all the touch points with the box, so it does seem a bit odd. So knowing before I was coming on board that this is the sort of level of service I would be receiving right now, that didn't detract or deter me from booking the flight, but it might do for some people, as you're not getting quite what you were before but still paying the same price for the ticket.
Drink service just come round. It was served after the meal, which made it a little bit strange, but anyway, I have my Sirok vodka, bitter lemon. Si, you've gone for a G&T. There was a choice of 2 gins and 2 vodkas on today's flight. Si, you've gone for a Tanqueray, or you could have had a Smirnoff Red, which is kind of gross, or Sirok, which is brilliant. So yeah, happy.
Flight Echo, it's the captain here with a quick update on our progress. I do hope you're all comfortable enjoying the flight so far. Just cruising now at 36,000 feet. We're leaving the Adriatic behind us and crossing into northern Italy. If you are fortunate enough to be sat on the right-hand side of the aircraft, there's a very fine view of Venice coming up on the right-hand side. Almost directly beneath the aircraft is a reddish island linked to the mainland via a straight causeway, and that is Venice. You can make out the Grand Canal snaking its way through the city there.
So we're just beginning our descent over the English Channel. You can see England coming into view, and you can also see lots of white peaks today. Very, very choppy seas. We're expecting high winds of between 30 and 40 miles per hour. Crosswinds as we land at Heathrow today due to the storm that's inbound, so it should be interesting as we reach further into the descent.
Excellent, that's the captain here once again. Just the descent now, passing 14,000 feet towards London. Looks like there's no delay back to the airfield, so if we get a straightened approach, could be landing in about 15 minutes or so. The latest weather on the ground as expected, temperature 21 degrees Celsius, and still that very strong southwesterly wind, so as I say, a little bit bumpy and bumpy as we get closer to the runway.
Our approach over London was pretty bumpy and cloudy, but we were lucky enough to have our landing captured by Big Jet TV, filming at London Heathrow for the day. If you're an AV geek, you may want to check out Big Jet TV's YouTube channel.
You get that little bit of turbulent, yeah, there it is, yeah, sort of like, you know, the ground effects.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Heathrow Terminal 5. Well, the time now is 3:10 in the afternoon.
Chiavi crew doors to manual and cross-check.
So we've just completed our flight from Brindisi, and it was a pretty good Club Europe service. And if you're looking to do a flight with British Airways, I still think it's a good deal, even though the food's a little bit less than you would normally expect. The rest of the service is just the same as usual, and I can imagine that some of the silver and gold card holders probably won't be quite as happy as normal because there's no fast track, priority boarding and things like that, but to be honest, it's very little from the norm. We hope you enjoyed this video, and you'll watch more of our YouTube travel guides, hotel reviews and airline reviews in the future. Remember to like and subscribe and help us grow our channel and join the journey with us. But until the next time, thank you very much for watching. Happy travels from the Memory Seekers.